today for Pipelines down at Chester Cathedral with the one, the only, Pete Waterman. Thank you for joining me and
Pleasure.
having a chat with me today.
Pleasure.
So you're here at Chester Cathedral as part of Making Tracks.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, so we do this for, it's obviously school holidays, so we come in here for the whole of school holidays to engage with youngsters. They can drive the train, so we build it, they operate it.
Yeah.
It's a very expensive cathedral to run,
Yeah.
so all the money we raise goes to the cathedral.
Oh.
So we've been in this our 5th year,
Yeah.
and we've raised a lot of money. This is probably our last year.
Oh.
Well, we're all getting old. And it's just, it's a big glare.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's 72 feet this year. It's
Wow.
a lot of work. So, it's lifting, and obviously we're all retired, but the young guys still, they work and they're at university, so it comes on, the older ones to do it.
Wow.
So, but, and this year we've got a lot of shows to do.
Yeah.
And probably too many. So some of the older guys have lost a bit of interest.
Yeah. So how long do you here in Chester with Making
Till
Tracks?
September now.
Till September.
Yeah. So
And do you go somewhere else
after here we're doing Derby this weekend.
Okay.
Then we go to Milton Keynes. Then we go to Aberystwyth. And then at Christmas we spend Christmas at Blakemere.
Wow. So it's a busy year with the
And that, my musical starts in Manchester at the end of August. So it goes on for nearly 6 months around the country, so
wow.
busy.
Yeah. So with the Making Tracks, do you create all the bits that go into it yourself, or is it a collaboration with lots of
It's a
people?
team. No, it's a team. I'm a team player.
Yeah.
It's not about me, it's about the team.
Because there must be hours that have gone into all the details of the scenery, the tracks, the trains themselves, the engines.
Well, there's basically 6 or 7 of us that call, put the hours in, and we've all got separate jobs, and that's what we do. In my workshop, so I can go in there when I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
So we meet for about 16 hours a week, but I'm in there more than that. So when we get near a show, we probably do a bit more than that.
Wow.
So this year we've rewired the whole layout because obviously it wasn't meant to last 5 years. So, and that's been a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, it's an extensive, would you call it a hobby? Or is it more than a hobby?
Well, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than drugs.
That's just lasts longer.
Well, yeah, it probably does actually. I think about it. I don't know. Yeah.
And you've been doing it for a long time,
All my
haven't
life.
you? Yeah. Because you started off in big scale railways, didn't you, at British Rail?
Yeah, but I started on the models in 1948.
Wow.
I've had model railways all my life.
Yeah.
So that, there's not a time when I haven't had a model railway.
Yeah.
And even at the height of Rick Astley, which is 36 years ago today.
Oh my God, no.
I still have my model railways.
Yeah. So in the words of Rick Astley, you're never going to give it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's fantastic to see it here. It's quite something to look at, all the different details that are going on in there.
It's just good to see kids.
Yeah, enjoying it.
Enjoying it. It's modern technology. They've got iPads, which for these kids, that's how they live. They understand iPads.
Yeah.
The older ones have got the problems, not the young kids.
Yeah.
Give the young kids an iPad and he instantly goes straight to the local and plays with it.
Yeah. Well, it's you also have. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you also have large-scale trains in your collection.
Yeah. So.
Do they kept on the driveway?
No, they're not. They're all over Britain.
Do you get to go see them?
I don't get time. So we're coming to the end of my period. You don't own them.
Yeah.
So, they really just you pass them on to the next generation.
Yeah.
But they are expensive things to own now. So
I imagine.
Yeah.
But so going from your locomotives that you own into the locomotion. with your musical history, because you've got such an expansive things that you have done.
All my life. All my life has been music and trains.
Yeah.
So
your two greatest passions.
No, it's part of my. It's been my life.
Yeah.
I joined the local choir when I was four and a half.
Okay.
I was inducted into the local church choir.
You don't ever go in here then for the Chester Cathedral?
I did last Christmas, yeah. I love church music.
Yeah.
It's been the backbone of my life. So I was a choir boy till I was 18. And then my voice broke at 18 and I felt a bit of a Charlie standing with 14-year-old boys. But, so it's always been music and trains.
Yeah.
And I'm very lucky in that I'm from the Midlands. And I seem to have got this knack, right from very, very early age, of connecting with the audience.
Yeah.
Even in the church I could spot which hymns would work and which wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I wasn't shy even as a kid to tell the vicar the hymn didn't work. And we had a great choir master, his name was Alex. Great choir master. And I guess he nurtured my passion.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't read or write.
Okay.
Right, but he watched, and I could learn a hymn in about an hour.
Yeah.
Right, so he would play on the piano. I would learn the melody very quickly, and I would soon pick up the lyric. Words. Lyrics, here we go. So he would lean on me to work with the younger choristers to make sure they learnt the hymns for the Sunday.
Yeah.
So that was, my trains and music were that important to me.
Yeah.
And at school assemblies, I was always on the stage with the school choir, right from 6, 7 years old. And then later on, when you get older and do school plays and pantomime, I was always in the orchestra, doing the backing singing or whatever. So there wasn't a part of my life when music wasn't the most important thing along with trains, because I was good at it.
Yeah.
And it was the two things I could do. And I guess there were 63 kids in my class.
Yeah. Wow.
So if you could do something like that, teachers said, go ahead.
Yeah.
We used to have the truant officer come round if you went to school too often, because they thought you were being beaten up at home.
Well, you've obviously done both very well in your lifetime. You've done all sorts. You've done DJing. You still do DJing?
Yeah, still do that.
TV presenting. All sorts of there with Hitman and Her. You did Pop Idol. You've done all sorts with radio shows.
Yeah, I like to do things first.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work out right because you're too early, but most of the time, when we're the first really nighttime television or first reality TV show.
Yeah.
You look back now, you laugh, but then it was revolution.
I must admit, I was watching a bit last night, an old one from '91.
Yeah, it was revolution.
I remember watching it late at night in my youth. And it was a great show.
Yeah, and we were independent. That was my money. We weren't part of a large corporation. The staff. It was all about the team. I said earlier, I'm a team player.
Yeah.
And I built teams. That's what I did. And I couldn't. If you think about go back to 1978 when I started all this for myself. I couldn't compete with EMI, Universal, CBS, that was impossible.
But you've had equal success even from being independent, even from doing that yourself from the start up, from having that idea and taking it forward.
Yeah, because it goes back to that church thing.
Yeah.
Well, I know what hymns the public want.
Yeah.
I was never, I've always argued against people who want to give people what they want to listen to. It's not important to me.
Yeah.
It's what the public want is, that's what they want, that's all I'm interested in.
Yeah.
If I want to, I mean, I like some unusual stuff in music, but that's for me.
Yeah.
And I play that
choice.
for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare inflict it on the public.
Well, it sounds good. I'm intrigued to know what it is.
No. I mean, I'm doing funny enough, I'm doing a Radio 3 program with Jules Holland in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And the music's, people will be shocked at the music. And it's like, you couldn't play that on Radio 2 already.
Yeah.
So it's...
Well, that's the great thing about music, isn't it? It's so diverse.
Yeah, but when for a little minority
Yeah.
radio station like Radio 3, where people are expecting to hear unusual stuff,
Yeah.
it's then you can go and you can talk about what got you into this and what got you into that.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, yesterday, a film came on television yesterday, and I said to my daughter, "Do you know what piece of music this is?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Well, this was the first piece of classical music that we were all taught in the 50s. It's Fingal's Cave from the Hebrideans overture.
Yeah.
I said, this and Peer Gynt was my musical background.
Yeah.
Hymns and the home program took music for schools.
Yeah.
That was, we didn't have a record player.
And is it important to you to kind of pass those sort of historical bits of music down to the next generations of people to kind of, so people know where things have initially come from? Because, like Oasis, they're inspired by Beatles as one of their...
I can't do that.
It gets passed down, doesn't it?
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
No?
No, and I'll tell you why, because you either into it and you know it,
Yeah.
I ain't here to teach.
Yeah.
You either want to know it, if you didn't know where Oasis got their ideas from, you're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
So I know Noel very well, because we were in Manchester across the road when he worked for the gas board. So he used to come and pinch his guitar string for us. So, it's like if you're into music, you don't need to convert people. They like what they like, and that's fine by me. I mean, people like some bloody strange stuff, but that's
everyone's different. Absolutely,
that's what makes music so unique.
You've got music that's popular, that's enjoyed more by the masses of people, and then you do have those individual bits that a smaller group of people might have interest in.
No, I've never used music as a badge.
No.
I hate people who use music as badges.
Yeah.
That to me is... I only like this whether you're not into music.
Yeah.
That to me is an impossible task.
Yeah. You've got to like it across the board.
Well, you're either into music or you ain't into music. You can't just like German Gothic rock. It's like, what the bleeding hell's that all about? It's got to have come from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you've got to look and say, like, I've known Ozzy Osbourne since we gigged together in the 60s around Riley Hills and Birmingham and Warsaw, right?
Yeah.
And there's a guy that's like, when I heard Pat, I saw him very regular, same with Robert Plant, who was also in his band of Joy I worked with all the time. You look back and then you hear, I remember the day I got, so I was a DJ, so I got advanced copies of the record. I remember getting an advanced copy of Paranoid. Now, I was not a DJ that could play Paranoid, okay?
Yeah.
I was a Tamla Motown DJ.
Yeah.
But I heard that record and went, I can play this record.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's something about that record that was unique. And I noticed it was unique. So, people say, it's this, I mean, if you like music, you like music.
Yeah.
I like Ozzy, Ozzy's got a middling humour, You listen to it and you just go, it's just music. He's finding his angle of music. And...
because you've got, even, obviously, Ozzy's done a great deal of music and a lot for...
Yeah. But I saw a picture, Sharon sent me a picture, Sharon posted, of Donny Osmond with Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
And you know, it said everything about Ozzy.
Yeah,
He was a
yeah.
lovely guy.
Yeah.
He didn't bite the axe up, you know, theads off whippets. Yeah, it's nonsense. He was a great showman.
Yeah.
A great showman.
Well, that's it. And then you've got younger people coming through, like Youngblood, obviously huge influences from that
Yeah.
kind of background of music.
But they haven't got the humour that Ozzy had.
I think that'll come though. I think they're still quite young, and I think it's harder nowadays.
They all take it a bit too seriously, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's harder for people to try and gain the status of people. I think the music industry's changed quite a bit.
Well, there is no music industry.
Yeah,
It's about streaming.
Yeah.
And that's what I say. Why it's not about music anymore. It's about the Americans. Well, it's about how much money the streamer's going to make out of it.
Yeah.
So you can be, you know, the pamphlets.
Yeah.
If you went on the front page, you might as well not make your record.
Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard for.
It's impossible. Not hard. It's bloody impossible.
I'm a huge supporter of like grassroots music, people coming through and small independent artists.
And we all are, but there's no money in it, and they can't make a living out of it.
Is there anymore?
No.
And
So
people,
it's doomed unless we do something about the streaming.
Yeah, we need to get some ideas going, don't we?
Well, the problem we've got, music should not be supported.
Yeah.
Well, they've got it in England.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be money handed out in grants to you. You've got to make it work.
Yeah.
If you're that passionate about it, make it work. I was that passionate. I ate everybody else's music, so I made my own. I put my money where my mouth was, and I made it work.
And it
You know,
did
we
work.
got and we got no money from government.
Yeah.
And you know, we were the only independent record company.
Yeah.
And we had 5 record sales weeks in the top 10.
Yeah.
We had, you know, we were independent.
Yeah.
The small record companies objected that we were in the independent chart. Hang on, what's independent mean? Just because I do Kylie and Jason,
Yeah.
that's still independent. You can't, but we're going to exclude these people. No, that's not what it meant.
Yeah.
This word is independent.
Yeah.
It's not about a music type, it's about a genre.
It is, and everyone, become more independent now that they're recording their own music, they're producing their own music, they're releasing it directly, they're completely cutting out that sort of middle.
Well, you see, that's
ground.
also a problem.
It's hard to do, isn't it?
But it's also a problem
Yeah.
because why are you putting music out there? I don't believe the bullshit. I'm doing it for me. Don't do it for you.
Yeah.
You make music for other people to enjoy. If you don't, then don't make it.
Yeah.
If you're only making it for yourself, don't make it.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm great. Nobody else might, but I do. I think I'm bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
That's not the attitude. Music's about other people going, we love this.
Yeah.
And all, you know, no matter how small the groups are now, how different genres, there's always somebody broke that rule. You know, I've been around since the late 50s, and I remember seeing the Beatles for the first time in '62. And boy, there was nothing like them before them.
Yeah.
So, you know, we all talk about the Beatles now, quite rightly, because that's what they are. But they were a pop band. We shouldn't ever think they were anything but. When we went to see the Beatles in '62 to dance to them,
Yeah.
right, we didn't sit down and we didn't have long hair and we didn't say, isn't this wonderful and we all smoked? We didn't.
Yeah.
They were a pop band. But a pop band did something different. Same as Ozzy Osbourne did with Barry. They changed it. If they'd have tried to do that just for themselves, they wouldn't have changed it.
No.
Can't be integrated and say, well, this is for that bunch of people. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a great painter, Salvador Dali is a great painter. You can argue he painted very strange things, but they're brilliantly painted.
Yeah.
And his stuff, they're brilliantly painted.
Yeah, they're unique, aren't they?
They're still, you look at me and go, that's clever.
Yeah.
So, you know, even though some bands might be, you know, seen as different, you can still spot them they're clever.
Yes.
Particularly some of the American groups coming out. Yeah, you know, so sometimes we get carried on with the name of Slash and it's this rock and it's that rock. You know, Kurt Cobain. Those songs are still songs.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It's like when they see the test of time.
Yeah, they're still songs.
Yeah.
So, you know, in there, they weren't going, well, I'm not going to listen to anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do my own thing. Because they listen to other people. They were influenced by other people.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you ain't making music.
No. I mean, to me, there's still the places for grassroots just going out and.
It's not such thing as grassroots.
Do you not like the term?
No, I don't believe in grassroots. It's music.
Well, yeah,
it's music. You either like it or you can't say it's grassroots because I'm an amateur.
Yeah.
You're either making music or you ain't making music.
Okay. So it's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. You know, I've signed some really quite diverse groups in my time.
Yeah.
And because it's still music.
Yeah.
You know, when I signed the first rave records, people went, what is this? It's trance. It's trance.
Rave.
And I love trance, right? And people go, what do you love about this? It's horrible.
No, it's good.
I go, it's fantastic.
You still get up on the dance floor for
But I just thought it was fantastic. You know, it's like, I didn't say, well, hey, listen, this is the current thing.
Yeah.
I just went, it's great.
Yeah.
You know, I remember working, you know, with bands like the Prodigy. I loved the Prodigy. It's like, fantastic. This is brilliant. They didn't go where you can't have any of this.
Yeah.
It was only in Manchester where they covered up records so that nobody else could see how clever they were.
Love Manchester.
Wonderful. I mean, that's at the hacienda. They used to cover up records so nobody else could play them.
Yeah.
It's called snobbery.
Oh, bit of snobbery.
We hate snobbery.
But the hacienda back in the day, obviously, it's got a lot of history behind that.
Yeah,
it was a while ago now.
But it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I held the record for the second biggest audience.
Yeah.
Right? So all them people that thought nobody else should go to the hacienda because they weren't in the clique. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's the M62 ring of confidence.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Mancunians never want to come out of Manchester. It's a big pond out here, boys. Start to swim.
Yeah. A few made it out though, didn't they?
Yeah. But Oasis is a great example, by the way. Charlatans didn't.
Yeah.
There are a lot of great Manchester bands that didn't come out the way that Oasis did.
Yeah.
See, I mean, Oasis are very lucky that they had a record company where the boss was Scottish. So he saw a bigger picture.
Yeah. And they're doing all right. They've just done well, they're still on the tour for the massive gigs they're doing.
When I worked with Factory Records, I could never get Tony to understand. It was not about selling records. No, don't forget, I had the two biggest shops in Manchester.
Yeah.
I owned Eastern Bloc. I mean, that's where most of the stuff. But I can never get Tony to understand. It was about taking them out of Manchester.
Yeah.
Right. If the Beatles had stopped in Liverpool, God knows where we'd be.
I know, because there are a few bands that seem to be Manchester's best kept secrets.
Because they want to be. Because
Yeah.
they're a big fish in a very small pond. Because nobody can tell them they're crap.
Well, a lot of them aren't crap.
No, but let the public tell you that.
Yeah.
Not you tell them that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think
People
I'm great.
need to put in the hard work and get out
They
there.
do, yes.
To get out
And
there.
if you're really keen about it, if you really believe in your music, you won't take me talking to you for an answer. You'll go out and fight for it.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
is what I did.
Yeah.
But I'd never use the badge for my special.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? That's a badge. You're
Yeah.
protecting yourself. You're kidding yourself.
Yeah.
You know, when as a record producer, I never left the studio that the record wasn't number one. Just the public never agreed with me all the time.
Yeah.
But if I didn't believe in it, why did they go? I never apologised for the records I made.
Yeah. You've got to believe in what you're doing.
Exactly. People say,
Why
to
do
me,
you never get
are
it
you
wrong?
ashamed of it? No. I walked down the street and kids used to stop me and ask me when they could give me their next fiver. What an amazing job that is.
I need to do that. Get some fivers.
But that's what you're saying. But that's what you do.
Yeah.
As a band like Oasis, I mean, look at the money they just made.
Yeah.
Nobody's objected to paying that ticket price. How did the government go, this is so get real?
Yeah.
This is about people wanting to buy it.
Yeah, of course it is. People enjoy
Yes,
that, don't they?
of course they do.
Part of that.
You know, we can always say, well, a pint of Guinness is too expensive. Well, don't drink it then.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, if you do want, you will find ways to get hold of it and get there.
You know, I'm a big believer that if you are passionate about something, you will not take no for an answer. You've got to be a realist.
Yeah.
You've got to be a realist, and by wearing badges,
Yeah.
I remember somebody once said to the Beatles producer, after Sgt. Pepper, which probably was, I guess, classed at the time as the epitome of an album. Don't believe that, by the way, but that's the way it was seen because it sold so many. What's the next big thing?
Yeah.
And he said a great song. And somebody also once said, people won't believe people that wear silly hats.
Yeah.
I guess the only guy that's ever got away with it, and got away with it for a while, and he was quite brilliant at it. Again, we talk about Ozzy Osbourne and the way he did it. David Bowie got away with it.
Yeah.
David Bowie was quite brilliant, but then at the end he went completely off the radar. But he thought he was bigger than that Blue album was like just a joke. Let's Dance was clever, that album, and his early stuff was brilliant because he still kept the music as the core. He didn't let the funny hat get in the way.
Yeah.
I like to see. I love Bowie, and he taught me the lesson. The reason I'm successful is because of David Bowie. I went to see him on a serious moonlighting tour. I went probably 25 times. I went to Tokyo, I saw him in Toronto, I saw him in New York, I saw him in Wembley, I saw him, I went, so as a fan, and I needed to, but I never watched David Bowie. I watched the audience.
Yeah.
And I realised, as big as David Bowie was, when David Bowie played a hit, the crowd went, yeah! When he played one of his new tracks, they went,
yeah.
and when he sang that tracks from Pin-Ups, which was a covers album, the crowd went radio records.
Yeah.
So that hits.
Yeah.
You can wrap it the way you want, but unless you have hits, you ain't making money.
Well, this is why they call you the hitman, surely.
Well, yeah, but it's
Not for
because
some dodgy reason.
No, but it's purely because I'm passionate about what I do.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying about roots music is, if you're not passionate, you've missed the point.
Yeah.
It's not about badges.
Yeah.
If you really believe, I mean, I go back to 1973 when I went to Jamaica and found roots reggae.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought that to a record company, and people thought I was nuts. People were, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Dreadlock, what is it? I mean, 7 weeks later, I was at number 2 in the charts next to Tammy Wynette. And people go, where did you come from? I went,
Yeah.
it's brilliant music. Peter Tosh, these guys. I saw Bob Marley, but this wasn't Bob Marley. Bob Marley was. I couldn't work with Bob Marley. I knew.
You have been a bit of a trailblazer, though.
Well, no, I know all the I know all the music
out to people.
Yeah, no, I know all the musicians that work for Bob Marley in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So all I needed to get was to Dynamic Studios with Gladstone Anderson and Peter Tosh and all those boys.
Yeah.
And work out, what they did, and then you put the song in, which was never, Hurt So Good, and you got a number 1 record all over the world.
Yeah.
Because they are brilliant at what they do. The song is brilliant, and Susan Goodall sang it beautiful.
And it's lovely to see you've just not lost any enthusiasm for it, have you, at all, for music or...
I hope not.
No, I mean, just how you're talking to me now, just that enthusiasm for things you've done, things you're still doing.
I've had an amazing life.
Yeah.
You've got to remember, I couldn't read or write till I was 30. So, my last school report said, this boy will either be the Prime Minister or get hung for murder, And I didn't become Prime Minister, I certainly didn't get hung for murder. But that was because I've loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
And I've gone to parties. My life's not been charmed by, I've had some terrible, moments in my life when I've lost family, But I've always, if I want, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? If I want to be sad, I'll play the saddest piece of music ever. I'll cry my eyes out. Because that's what I think music can do. So if I want to be happy, I'll play Let's Dance, David Bowie.
That's it, you find what's going to...
If I want to be sad...
Involve your emotions and bring them out for you, don't you?
And I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I have no problem with listening to Adagio for strings and crying my eyes out. I have no problem with going to a Wagner opera and crying my... I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
But that's what music does.
It does do.
You're meant to cry. It's there to get a reaction. And I get a reaction.
Yeah. And it connects with you very much into your heart and soul and your mind and everything that's going on.
You know, I mean...
That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Well, I'm very lucky in that, you know, I was born in a generation when, you know, R&B and black music started to come through. And I could never understand British pop music until the Beatles. Because I was into things like The Miracles and Chuck Berry. I heard on Radio Luxembourg. I never got things like Alma Cogan or Mrs. Mills, quite like Cliff Richards, quite like the show. Only one record. I didn't get that. Never got Marty Wilde. So I didn't quite understand because that wasn't real to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that Motown R&B for me and the early stuff like Sam Cooke, that was real to me. I could instantly associate with those records. Now, I don't know why, but I did.
Yeah.
So come 73, 72, when I made up my mind that I was going to make a career, what do? I jumped on a plane to Black America. Because if I want to learn why, I've got to go and live there. I've got to find out why I associate this with what I do.
And you've had such a varied musical career though, haven't you, with the DJ and presenting, and you still do stuff now, don't you? You still get out there now. No. I guess the one thing that I do love, I mean, obviously music, but I love the public. I love the public. Yeah.
I love seeing people entertained. Just my head in when, you know, people talk on television about the audiences now. Television's in a terrible state. I'm not surprised. How many Love Island programs can we watch?
To me, there doesn't seem to be any music being presented as much as it used to be in my sort of youth in that era of
when we killed Top of the Pops. When we killed Top of the Pops, killed music.
Yeah, it's just the mainstream of music.
We killed Top of the Pops.
Yeah.
You know, whether you liked Top of the Pops or you didn't like Top of the Pops, it's irrelevant. It was crucial to the record industry. Because the minute we took it away, we gave the Americans the record industry.
Yeah.
Gave it all.
Yeah.
And what have they done with it? Ravaged it. Now, having said this, we must now defend the American music scene a little bit. There's some great bands coming out of America.
Yeah.
There are some great stuff. It's not as esoterical as you would probably like with your grassroots. But the Jonas Brothers are fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get Beyonce going country, by the way, but I mean, you know, some of the bands that are coming out of America are very clever, far cleverer than we are.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with American music. It's a little bit more sterile than ours.
Yeah.
So if you know, because I was again around during that Beatles period, if you listen to the quality of Roy Orbison records, Elvis Presley record compared with the Beatles record, it's punk.
Yeah.
The Beatles is punk, you know. But it's exciting.
Yeah, of course. I mean, all music's exciting to me.
Yeah.
Just sometimes you hear something you enjoy, something you really enjoy. Sometimes it's not quite for you, but to me, I just like experience it and just find out what I do like, what I don't like, and just keep adding more and more to it continuously.
The problem we've got now, and this is not a criticism of you, but you can't listen to the vast amount of music I used to listen to.
Yeah.
Because radio doesn't play it anymore.
No.
You know, Key or whatever it's called now, and Radio 1, They played 20 records.
Yeah.
You know, you used to listen to you could hear Frank Sinatra next to the Beatles.
Yeah, these are huge variety.
Well, it's all done on the computer. It's all AI.
Yeah.
I was the original AI.
Are you real?
Yeah. Right, I'm going to have to go.
We're going to have to go. But thank you so much. You've got some DJing coming up? Some festivals?
Yeah, I've got TV series for Netflix in December. I go on tour with the stage show for Here and Now, the Step Show. That starts in Manchester last week in August. That's on tour for about 7 months before we go to the West End. And I've got 4 or 5, these shows. And I'm doing, I'm doing some Hitman and Her dates. We've just done the Lytham Festival, I loved it. We're just going to try and build that back to getting the club scene back together.
I might have to see about coming along to one of those.
Yeah, I miss the club scene.
Yeah.
I miss the club scene. I think that, I know the drugs took over, but that whole communication that we used to have between groups of people was great fun.
Yeah.
We're a social nation. If you take the social out of it.
Well, you can see that just from festivals and things that go on. Everyone wants to come together and enjoy music.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting to me. Good luck with the rest of your Making Tracks journey throughout the country, and people can just check online for Making Tracks and other musical things coming up. So, Pete, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.